Right.
Ah, you weren't at the morning meeting.
I was busy, okay? Listen, I'm giving myself a little party. Why don't you come? Lorna will be there. You can see her. I need this.
You still haven't found a sponsor, have you?
Oh, God, don't tell me. Do you follow every client around and give them the third degree?
Look, you're playing with fire, Felicia. I mean, when you join AA, you need a sponsor who's been in recovery longer, who knows the 12 steps like the back of her hand and isn't afraid to give you the back of her hand if you miss one of those steps.
Well, I bet you picked a beaut out for me, didn't you?
No. I only make suggestions. You and your sponsor have to come together on a mutual basis.
I'm going to really regret this. I know I am.
Is this an equal opportunity argument here?
Why, Frankie, you remember Victor, don't you?
How you doing?
Hi. Well, Felicia and I like to duke it out. Keeps us both on our toes.
Well, let's stop sparring right now, okay? Frankie and I both feel like celebrating. I feel like celebrating.
Well, is Victor invited to your welcome home party?
Well, only if he can pretend to be nice, can you?
I'll be there. And I might have a surprise for you.
What is it?
Well, you know, as a writer, I thought you might appreciate a good mystery.
Oh, come on. Give me a little hint. Is it a wonderful welcome home present?
You could say that.
You are so annoying, Victor.
What's going on with you and Victor, Lorna?
Nothing. He's just trying to make my life absolutely miserable.
Hola, Judita. Thank you for coming.
You're gonna owe me for this one, Victor.
Well, come on. Let me introduce you to Felicia.
No. I want to check her out first.
Something tells me you two are going to make a perfect combination.
Like chili and caviar. Where is she?
She's over there.
To Felicia. Welcome home.
Yes. Just like I figured. A real jet setter.
So, what are you going to do?
Search and destroy.
There's big stuff for you out there. Think beyond KDAY.
You're really starting to sound like a friend of Dennis.
Well, we think alike on a lot of things. And when he called me about you, I couldn't...
See, he had no right to call you about me because he didn't have my permission.
Do we have to have permission to do things in our friend's best interest?
Look, I'm really grateful to both of you, but I really am happy with what I have right now, so thanks, but no thanks.
You know, I've been thinking, why don't we do a real blowout for the baby's christening? Wouldn't it be great? On close tops, we'll get a band, we'll do some dancing.
Actually, honey, we're not making plans that far in advance.
We're keeping the news to ourselves.
Until we're sure that everything is really okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, that would be the wise thing. You're right.
Well, let's not put a damper on your party
honey,
here.
don't be silly. In fact, you can do me a favor. Go see where Franco is and see if the cake is ready, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Hello. I'm sorry, can I help you?
I don't think so.
Would you be needing a dinner reservation?
No.
Maybe? No? We do private parties here.
So I see.
Yeah, well, I noticed that you've been looking everyone over.
Is there a law against that?
Oh, gosh, no, not at all. You know what I think you could use is a piece of cake.
I don't eat cake.
Well, maybe you should.
Let me ask you something. Deep down in your soul, what's the most important thing in your life?
You know, I'd really love to discuss religion with you. I just don't have the time. You could send me maybe one of your pamphlets. How does that sound?
Let go.
What?
I asked you a question. What's the most important thing to you?
All right. Over there, my daughter's, all right?
Good answer, but wrong.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't really know what you want, but I haven't got time for this right now. Please.
Without sobriety, sugar, you got no daughters, no restaurant, no best-selling books, and no TV show. As Victor would say, you got nothing.
Hey, hold it. Hold it. Victor, come over here right now. I want to talk to you.
Don't confuse me.
Hey.
So, did you nail down Maggie?
We got a major problem.
No, Dean. You have a major
you have a problem too, all right?
Alicia Gallant, this is Judy Burrell. Judy's got 12 years of continuous sobriety, and she's agreed to be your AA sponsor.
I haven't agreed to anything.
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull here, Victor?
Come on, I promised you a surprise, didn't I? Well, Judy is your welcome home present.
I'm no party favor.
Let me tell you both something. This was the wrong way to go about it.
Hey, listen. Miss Gallant here, she can never play by my rules.
Oh, really? And what rules would those be?
She asked too many questions, she's loaded with denial, and she's more interested in partying than staying sober.
I am not loaded with denial, Victor.
And she even denies she's in denial.
Do you have any idea what I have been through, what I fought to get here? I would do anything to stay sober, thank you.
Yeah, including deal with Judy, gloves off, fight to the finish?
She could never stay in the ring with me. Forget it.
Well, I am not the one chickening out here. I'm not. I can put up with anything you have to dish out. I am not afraid of you.
could be an interesting bout. The mismatch of the century.
Well, I would pay big bucks for a ringside seat.
Well, I'll think about it and let you know.
Well, don't think too long, honey. I got a lot of recovering to do.
You got that right, Sugar. You got that right. Come on, Victor. Take me back to the real world.
Hi, honey.
What?
Why don't we have our cake downstairs, all right? I'll have Franco cut it down there. What does that sound?
Sure, I'll tell Dean.
Good, fine.
Stark is just gonna blow his fuse.
Maggie is just a kid. Rachel will not let her do it. What are we gonna do?
Really? Maggie can't cut the album, huh? What a shame.
What did Kevin want to talk to you about?
He wants to hire us to get the goods on Carl Hutchins.
Carl.
He says that Carl is giving Lorna a hard time.
Cass, I think that this may be it.
That what may be what? What is it, honey?
I think this is what I was getting all the premonitions about. It wasn't about Paulina slamming Jake. It wasn't about the takeover. It's about what Kevin is asking us to do.
Can you be a little more specific?
No, I can't pin it down, but I know that it's serious.
How do you want to handle it?
I want to see Ryan right away. Let's go.
I've been looking all over for you.
You should have hired your favorite PI.
Well, what does Ryan have to do with this?
You're asking me?
What is with you?
Listen, I'm sorry to be rude, but I don't have time for this right now, okay?
Well, you said that you wanted to see the sketches, and then you never showed up.
Yeah, why don't you leave them, and I'll take a look at them later, okay?
All right. That's the way you want it.
That's the way I want it.
Look, I don't know what the hell this is about. Maybe I don't want to know. Look, have a nice life.
Yeah, you too.
How did you know where I was?
That's not important.
The police are still looking for you, you know. I heard you took Maggie hostage.
You shouldn't believe everything people say.
What are you doing here?
I needed to see you. I made you a promise.
You said you'd tell me the truth. But you never do. You just came here to use this place as a hideout.
Is that what you think? If you want me to go, I'll go. You'll never see me again. Is that what you want?
Not the game I was thinking of. Good night, Felicia. Thank you for a splendid meal. I'm sorry I was such poor company.
Do you see what you've done? You've now made him worse than he ever was.
And you are afraid, aren't you?
No, I am not afraid. I just don't like him.
Cass.
Stop.
Are you going to tell me what you have been planning here?
Nothing. Can I give you a ride?
No,
For God's sakes, Lorna, can't you have Kevin drive you home just this once for my sake?
Fine. Do not call me in 15 minutes wondering if I'm still alive. I doubt Carl got me in the billiard room.
Oh, don't be so sure about that, Lorna. Carl's hurt a lot of people in the past.
That I know. Good night.
Well, we better get a move on, too, if I'm going to get an early start on this.
I can't thank you enough. I am worried sick about her.
I know. I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
I guess I'll help you pack.
Pack with me. Go with me.
No, I would really love to, honey, but with everything Ryan's going through right now.
Of course. But I do hate to leave you two like this.
Well,
especially now.
Better now than in 6 months.
Be careful with Carl.
I will.
I love you.
I love you, too. And don't forget to pack the saltines, rather, for your...
No sardines?
No, sardines. The saltines for your morning sickness, because, you know, it's not great, but it's better than nothing.
Okay.
Victor, it's Felicia. Okay, I admit it, you were right, I'm wrong. I want you to call me the minute you get this message, if you could, and give me the name of that woman's sponsor. You know who I mean. I think Judy or something. Please, right away if you can. Please, Victor.
Hold on here.
What?
What happened last night?
Did you have a drink?
No. It was a bit of a fight, but no.
So then, what's going on?
Alicia, I got your message.
Hi.
It sounded pretty urgent.
What are you up to?
What is this, a setup?
What is the matter with all of you? Can I throw a lavish breakfast for my favorite people? How about a waffle?
Oh, nice try, Felicia. But if you don't get your act together, you're going to end up in a waffle factory.
Thank you, Ryan.
Okay, Bridget, this is what I've got so far. I found out the name of the doctor that checked Vicky out of the hospital in Banff. Her name is Dr. Doris Bernheimer.
Will that help us to find her?
I'm hoping so. No, she has a German passport, but she doesn't have a license to operate in this country.
Oh, then you still think that maybe they're in Europe?
Well, actually, Rachel got a call from Donna. Donna slipped, mentioned the fact that they were staying someplace in the Alps.
Oh, but where exactly?
Well, I'm having the computer in the department run a check on all of the hospitals and the clinics that Grant may have taken Vicky to.
Yes, but what if he's moved her already?
Well, it's a lead, Bridget. Now,
I had trouble sleeping last night, and I had to fight the urge of coming up here and raiding the bar.
So why didn't you call us?
I called Victor. I left several messages. He just didn't get back to me, that's all.
Where were you, Victor?
Having a life.
Hot date?
You know, last I checked, I had a constitutional right to privacy.
Last I checked, you could have called into your machine.
No. I am not your mother's 24-hour therapist.
Victor is absolutely correct.
Look, besides, Felicia, if you'd been going to your regular AA meetings, you'd have plenty of names and numbers of people to call. And you wouldn't be substituting your need for booze by scarfing down sugar.
That is not what I'm doing.
Oh, don't snow me, lady. I've been there, remember? Same symptoms. How about it, Anderson?
Well, I hate to say it, but every time I visited Victor in jail, he had a candy bar stuck in his face.
30 pounds on my first year sober.
You wait until you taste these Belgian waffles, and you'll know why I can't stop.
No, you can't stop because you've got an addictive personality. Go ahead, come on. OD on sugar. Keep scaring yourself. Keep scaring your daughters.
There is nothing scary about a Belgian waffle, Victor.
Look, there is a way you're scarfing them down.
Listen, can I speak to you for a minute?
Must have been somebody else.
Look, why can't you admit you need help?
I did, yesterday.
I'm gonna go get some grapefruit.
Look, why won't you call Judy?
Look, I've been thinking about something. Maybe Judy isn't really right for me. I mean, we don't exactly have good chemistry.
Look, Judy is the best, but you've got to make the call yourself.
How do you know she wants to even be my sponsor? She doesn't approve of my lifestyle, that's for sure.
Oh, well, she's not going to go easy on you, but she can help you save your life. Now, isn't that worth one lousy phone call?
This mood-elevating drug that Dr. Bernheimer prescribed for my wife, it's totally safe, isn't it? I mean, what about side effects? Headaches, feeling hungover?
Sometimes there's some fogginess or irritability as the drug wears off, but if she takes it regularly, your wife will feel better and the depression will lift.
Yes, well, I'll see that she takes it as long as she doesn't know what she's taking, because she'd never approve. Do you suppose Dr. Bernheimer would mind if I used her office to make a personal call?
Not at all. This line is private. It connects directly to any overseas number.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What is the matter with me? I want to go home.
You see, Alistair, it's just that I'm so worried about Miss Victoria. Oh, I know the senator is taking very good care of her, and Miss Donna. And isn't it lovely that Stephen gets a chance to stay with them? Wherever they are. Well, you see, I miss her. I was wondering when they were going to come home. Well, do you have any idea?
The senator doesn't confide in me, and I don't pry.
Well, he certainly must have left. Must have told you where they were going. And after all, you do need to have a number in case there's an emergency or something like that.
Take care with crumbs. I just vacuumed this carpet.
But I made these specially for you. They're for your very favorites, you know, and there's the clotted cream. I know how much you like that.
I've already had my breakfast, thank you.
Oh. Well, maybe we could have lunch then. I've some pickled kippers. Or maybe we could have lunch. We could go down and we could sit underneath the apple tree. Just the two of us. And we could have that lovely talk that we've been wanting to have for such a long day.
I'm a manservant, madam, not a gossip.
Alistair, did Senator Harrison tell you where... Richard, hi, I didn't hear you come in.
Oh, how are you, Mr. Mann?
I'm fine, and you?
Oh, well, I'll be a lot better after they catch that in. Yeah. I'm so worried about Victoria.
Yeah, of course you are. Will you please tell him that I've gone home?
But you will remember if you ever hear, you'll tell me, won't you, about the address and...
Please, take your scones with you when you leave.
Come on.
No, I can't. I'm full.
Oh, I won't know what to do with
I'm
it.
stuffed.
Go ahead, eat it. It's better than opening up a bottle of peppermint schnapps.
Have you happened to call that woman, that Judy?
I already did.
In between courses.
Oh, what was that, about 5 waffles ago?
Okay, Victor, enough.
What did Judy say?
I didn't talk to her. I left a message where she works.
Yeah, well, if I know Judy, it won't take her long to get back to you.
Victor, tell me something. How well do you even know Judy?
My whole 6 years at AA, volunteering at the methadone clinic, and we're pretty tight.
Doesn't bother you that we may not be simpatico? You know, we didn't hit it off at my welcome home party.
You mean she was here? Why didn't you meet her?
Because she's not exactly a social butterfly.
Look, you don't have to be bosom buddies. I mean, your sponsor isn't necessarily your best friend. She's a parent, she's a priest, she's a pain in the butt. She's your own personal drill sergeant who isn't afraid to hit you upside the head if you step out of line.
Sounds wonderful. I don't know that I'm ready for boot camp, Victor.
Look, Felicia, I'm due in court, but good luck.
Thank you.
Judy. I left my potatoes boiling in the hospital kitchen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to interrupt your work.
Then why'd you call? I thought this was an emergency.
It is.
So I'm here for as long as you need me.
Well, I want you to know I think you're very sweet to do that.
One thing you'll know about me, Sugar, I am not sweet.
Anyway, I am glad to see you again. I'd like you to meet my daughters, Lorna Devon, Jenna Norris. This is Judy Burrell.
Hi.
You gave her the TV show?
Not exactly.
What did you get?
Nothing. Lorna is in the music business.
Self-made.
God bless the child that's got her own.
Judy, why don't you sit down? I'll get you a Belgian waffle. How about some coffee? How about a Virgin Mary?
What took you so long to call?
Oh, well, you just wouldn't believe the difficult social calendar I had this week.
I don't believe half the garbage that comes out of your mouth.
You know, maybe if you got to know me a little better, you might change your mind about me.
Oh, I got your number.
Okay, I know we got off on the wrong foot, I know that. But I would really like to try and become friends.
Oh, Lord. This poor soul is never gonna make it.
So why do you think I won't make it?
Will you do anything to stay sober?
Anything. I swear it.
You have to follow all my rules and regulations. No picking and choosing.
Well, why don't you tell me what I'm about to get into?
First, you gotta call me every day.
That's a toughie.
No matter how you feel, like you really want to drink, or you feel like Superwoman, you gotta call me.
Fine. I think I can handle that.
Number 2, meetings are not optional. How many AA meetings have you been to this week?
Well, this week was a little tough. You see, I just got back from Hollywood, and I had a lot of social and business obligations I had to take care of.
How many?
1.
You do 90 and 90. For the first 3 months, you go to at least one AA meeting a day. No excuses.
Every day? You want me to go to a meeting every day? How can I do that? I have a restaurant, I have daughters, I have friends.
You just swore you'd do anything to stay sober. Sobriety is number one. Without it, you got no daughters, no restaurant. All you got is one ugly drunk staring you in the face. You hear what I'm saying, Sugar?
Oh, yeah, I hear what you're saying. So, any other conditions you want to run by me?
You go to one meeting a week with yours truly. And you do service work down at the soup kitchen.
What do you mean, service work? What, do you need my staff to go? Is that it?
Your coffee's not bad. That'll be your job. You show up once a week down at the meeting. Make sure you have a lot of hot java. And don't forget the sugar. Because some drunks love to pour on the sugar.
Is that it?
Nope. You stay late and clean up.
You know what? I can't stay late. And I can't clean up. I haven't got the time.
Well, maybe you can send your maid. And she can keep you sober, too.
Let me tell you something. I can never guarantee to you that I could go to a meeting every single day. I have a full life, for God's sake. I have family. I have friends. I have a contract with a publishing company. I write books. And I have obligations and things to take care of that you couldn't possibly understand.
Oh, yeah.
I could never, ever follow your rules and your conditions.
Then you're wasting my time. I see you on Skid Row.
Bridget, can you talk to Alistair?
Oh, that man is like a stone. Nobody could get along with him, I'm telling you that.
Well,
I tried. Oh, have I tried.
It
Oh.
was worth a shot, Bridget.
Ah. But you know, there is something very funny going on in that house.
What is it?
Well, it was Miss Amanda. I think there's some kind of secret thing that she's doing for the senator.
Did you ask her where Grant might be?
Yes, I did, but she doesn't know. But she is going to get another call from the senator.
And so if Grant is actually talking to somebody in Bay City, that means that somebody in Bay City knows where he is.
Yes.
What's that paperwork you wanted on Ian Ray? I want you to keep in radio contact with all the roadblocks, all right? No! Do it! Listen, Bridget, you better get back before Billy comes into the office again.
Oh, right.
Thanks for all of your help. I appreciate it.
I don't want to get you into trouble, dear.
I'm not doing that. Listen, if Grant slips up, we're going to find Vicky. I promise you.
I just wanted to do something that would be good, you know.
You already have, Bridget. You already have.
Amanda, you got the list of my supporters?
Yes, Alistair was very helpful.
Amanda, I'm sure I don't have to tell you that all of this has to remain off the record. Everything we say has to remain strictly confidential.
Don't worry, Grant. You can trust me.
Thank you.
Hot enough out here for you?
Hi. Do you know what day it is today?
Yes, I do.
I can't believe that it's been a year since Daddy died, can you?
I found him. I don't think you heard me, but I kept on saying that I was going to be a really great daughter and take care of Felicia. Boy, I've done a real bang-up job, haven't I?
Wait a second. None of this is your fault, Lorna. You know something? It's the anniversary that's probably making things so difficult for Mom right now.
Well, I can't really blame her.
I know. She is fighting so hard. I just can't imagine dealing with so much pain and loss.
Well, it was always Lucas's love that kept her strong.
Then let's ask him to give her some support right now.
I don't do prayers.
Well, you don't have to believe in God or go to church, you know. You could just feel his spirit and talk to him. I mean, I feel him all the time, don't you? Come on, let's just... Please, Daddy. Give Mom the support and love that she needs to get through today.
Come on, Luke. Keep her going.
Judy, please, don't go, okay? I do need you. I came very close last night to taking a drink. So close that I could even taste it. But I didn't. But the truth of it is that I'm a total failure when it comes to trying to beat this thing.
Hey, nobody ever makes it alone. Are you ready to try it together? With all my rules and regulations?
We're probably going to kill each other, you know that. Well, what the hell, huh?
Hey, here's my phone numbers. The first is my home phone. The second is the hospital where I work. And the third is the soup kitchen where I do volunteer work. Call me. Anytime, night or day. You need me, call me.
I want you to know how much this means to me.
Hey, the universe does not revolve around Felicia Gallant. Sponsorship works both ways. I need to stay sober, too.
Okay?
No. Yes. I think so.
It was you.
What?
You're the one who sent me these roses over here with the sympathy card. What were you, trying to butter me up or something?
Oh, not me. No way. These babies are a bit out of my league. I'm more of a carnation man myself.
Which is why you always try to take me home and then you invite yourself in for coffee?
Your coffee? Oh.
Really attractive. Really nice. Maybe it was you all along.
Look, what the hell are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about making me feel like I'm being followed, then terrorizing me so that macho Victor can come and rescue and seduce me.
Hey, ¿qué estupidez me está diciendo ahora? Huh? I would never do that to a woman, and don't you ever accuse me of that again.
Victoria, look what Grant brought you. Victoria?
Victoria? Where is she? We're with her last.
Well, she wanted to write Ryan a letter.
I'm calling security.
Oh, Grant, don't do that. They probably took her down for more tests or maybe out to the gardens to get some fresh air. You mustn't worry so much.
How can I not worry? I've been in touch with the Bay City Police. They don't have Ian Rain, nor do they have any idea where he is.
Nor does he know where we are.
As long as we keep our whereabouts a secret. You haven't told anyone, have you?
Of course I haven't. I want to protect Victoria as much as you do.
Donna, we have to be on guard. One offhanded comment.
We're doing everything we can possibly do. Any of the postcards that I've sent out have gone through Washington.
What about phone calls?
Well, I haven't really made any. I did make one to Rachel Corey, but I don't know why. I guess I just wanted to let her know that Stephen was all right.
Did she ask where we are?
Of course she did. I didn't tell her.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I may have mentioned the Alps, but there are Alps all over the continent. Grant, you just don't have to worry so much.
Look, I don't give a damn. I want you to check every single emergency room in the area. If Rain was injured getting out, then he's going to look for medical assistance. Right. Detective's office? It's for you, Harrison. I think it's personal. Look, I'm busy. Take a message, okay? It's a woman. Says she's calling from overseas. I'll take it. Give me a minute, okay? Harrison.
Is that really you?
Vicky?
Sugar thing isn't a signal that the baby needs more nutrients. Knowing how you feel about healthy eating. You see, I don't like tests. This is just between friends, okay? Okay, great. Let's go.
Girl, you better dry those sleeves.
Well, the next time you have me doing KP, I'll try and dress better for it, okay?
Well, at least you can lift the pots. Most of my victims wimp out.
Really? I never minded a lot of hard work.
Good. I'm gonna grab a coffee. You want one?
What I want, I can't have.
You're not feeling too good today, are you?
I want to drink so bad that I can actually taste the vermouth. This is really agony.
Agony? The people in ICU are in agony. People in the cancer ward are in agony. People in detox are in agony. You're into feelings.
Well, feelings are important.
They're not facts.
You know, I knew this would never work. You haven't got a clue about what I'm going through.
Hey, sit down.
Orders, fine, give them, but I don't have to follow them.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, and you'll do a lot more if you want to stay sober. Now, sit down. Sit.
I didn't come here to argue with you, Judy. I came here just to talk.
So talk.
I feel like my life is falling apart.
You do pots real well.
Yeah, if life were only that simple, right?
We'd all be on top of the mountain. Now tell me what's wrong.
Everything. I'm worried about my daughters.
Okay.
Lorna has this guy bothering her that really put her through hell a few years back. I think he's trying to do it again. And Jenna needs a lot of help with her show and her guy and I forgot the anniversary of my husband's death. I loved him more than life. He was everything to me. I don't know how I could have been so thoughtless.
You're not thoughtless.
I actually forgot the day that I lost Luke. I don't know what's wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong. Maybe you're getting smart.
How can you say something like that? How?
Listen to me. Losing that man is what started you down the road to alcoholism.
I cannot forget Luke. I mean, how can you even ask me that? I mean, that's crazy.
I'm not telling you to forget the man. What you're feeling is grief, and you'll be feeling it for a long time, believe me.
I just don't think I can do it anymore.
Sure you can. As long as you know there's a difference between feeling it and bathing in it. You start that and you are in big trouble, because alcoholism is a progressive disease.
But I didn't feel the anniversary. Not at all.
Sure you did. You just short-circuited it.
What does that mean?
You didn't want to remember the anniversary. So what did you do instead? You jumped right into the middle of your daughter's lives.
No, my daughters do need me.
No, you needed them to run away from your feelings, and drinking is the other way to run.
So what are you telling me I have to do? If I grieve, I drink. If I don't grieve, I drink.
You get out of the trap. Felicia, there are other choices.
What? What other choices?
You already made one. You came here.
And now what?
It's all spelled out for you in the 12 steps of AA. You do those, and you got a Felicia you can live with. So let's start now.
Mom, you're going out. That's wonderful.
Don't you look lovely?
Well, thank you. Now, where are you going, and who's the lucky guy?
Oh, it's just business.
I don't know. You look pretty dressy for a business dinner. Are you keeping a new bow from us?
I'm definitely not doing that.
Because it would be okay, you know. I mean, more than okay.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that maybe my attractive mother wants a man in her life.
Oh, my life is very full.
Well, so's mine, but that doesn't mean I don't miss someone holding me at night.
Honey, you'll find somebody else.
No, Mom, I'm talking about you.
Your father was a hard act to follow.
Yeah, I know. I know, but you are too young, you are too attractive, you are too special to devote all your time to your work, okay? I just want you to be open to the possibilities if someone great comes along.
I will keep my eyes open.
Okay, good. Good, because you never know when lightning might strike.
Oh, stop.
So out of the 12 steps, you've already taken the first 2, right? You accepted the fact that you're powerless over booze and your life is a mess.
If you mean, do I think I'm a drunk? Yes.
So do you believe there's another power that can help you out of the mess?
God, I hope so.
So now comes step number 3. Turning your life and your will over to that higher power.
I think that's the hard one.
Why?
I suppose on some level I vaguely believe that there's a higher power. But do I think there's a God sitting on a cloud managing my life? I think it sounds pretty ridiculous.
So let's look at the job you were doing when you were in the driver's seat and you were running the show.
Okay, I did a lousy job. I know that.
So can we assume that whoever or whatever is running the show can do a better job?
I guess so.
So what if you get out of the driver's seat and act as if there's a God up there who's watching out for you?
Okay, I'll try to do that.
I don't want to hear try, Felicia. I want you to do it. And stay out of your daughter's lives.
But I already told you they need me.
What they need is to handle their own problems. And remember, they have a higher power to watch out for them, just like you do.
But I know if I'm there for them.
No buts, none.
Hey, wait a minute. I have something to say to you. I don't like you very much.
Hey, I can deal with it.
If you don't mind, my higher power made me say that to you.
Good, and you listened. And by the way, I believe in saying things right out. Polite sponsees make me real nervous.
See, there is nothing to worry about, and I am so glad that we did those tests.
Actually, so am I. It is good to know that all systems are go. So, thank you for helping and caring so much. It was
No, nothing from Kelsey, and I almost blew my friendship with her, too. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
So that's where Grant is stashing Vicky.
I got my purse because my makeup's in it and I want to look gorgeous for you.
You always look gorgeous to me, darling. But now it's time for your medicine.
Oh, what would I do without you?
I have no idea.
Thank you.
Water?
Thanks.
Let's have a look at this beautiful wardrobe.
Oh.
Look at that. I love the red.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Not too black.
Love
I'll just
it.
step outside. You can try those on, right?
Where are you going with the letter?
I want Ryan to get them as quickly as possible.
Wait!
Whoa, that's way south of where I'm headed. Well, all right. After Mexico City. Going into the jungle. What are you after?
Can't answer that.
I like a man that can keep his mouth shut. Here, help me with these crates. I want to get airborne.
Today, the role of Donna Hudson is being played by Sophia Landon.
Where's the emergency?
My wife and son are gone.
Dawn, I don't understand.
What is going on?
This is serious, Doctor. A nurse spotted them in the hall and some of Victoria's things are missing.
Where would she go? It's the middle of the
All right,
night.
try not to panic. They can't wander far. We have guards on
I
duty.
want this hospital and its grounds searched immediately.
I'll notify security. I'm sure they'll locate your wife in a few minutes.
Well, they'd better.
What is she doing? The toilet's not strong enough to go. Grandma and Grant are looking for us, so we have to be very, very quiet, okay?
There's a door open at the other end of the corridor.
Does it lead to the outside?
Check that exit. I want this hospital on alert until my wife and son are found.
you. I'm sorry. The only reason why I kept going like that is because we agreed that we would give Matt an emotional...
No, we did not. No. Do I have a sign tattooed on my forehead that says $1,000 to the first person who can make Lorna Devon emotional?
You know, it just so happens that you're one of the most emotional people I've ever met. I think that's why you're so sensitive to
This interview is over.
I know that it's over. It's over because you got so emotional you walked
Fine, I got emotional. Too bad it's not on for the whole world to see, and it's not on tape.
It's on tape.
It can't be. I stopped the interview before we got into it.
Look, you may have stopped the interview, but you didn't stop the tape. And don't look at me, it was Matt's idea.
What are you talking about?
Well, he told him to keep going no matter what.
You can't use this tape.
Look, I don't know what's going on because I don't know who said what to who, but we will talk to Matt.
Where is he?
I don't know, but you know what? I gotta go because I gotta find Mom. Can we deal with this later?
He can't use that tape.
Oh, proof that Lorna Devon is emotional. I mean, you might even make the cover of TV Guide.
Victor. Wait, okay, now, if I get the release form and I rip it up, then he can't put it on air, right? No, he can't. Matt!
What's he doing?
Talking to a waitress.
That's the one that gave me the pie. Oh my gosh, he must be grilling her about my reaction.
You know, you're really lucky you didn't chip a tooth.
What if I just put it back in the pie? What do you think?
Uh-oh, here he comes.
Why is he doing this to me? See, why? I mean, what is this, some kind of a joke? I can't marry him. I mean, we don't even agree on whether to use built-ins or customize his office. Like maybe
Hi, Beck. Can I talk to you for a minute?
You found this.
It was on the floor in the gardener's shed at the edge of the grounds.
What would Victoria and Stephen be doing in a gardener's shed?
Well, you said that Grant had the staff seal off the grounds last night when Vicky disappeared. So obviously she got to the fence, realized she couldn't get past the patrols, and decided to hide in the shed.
For heaven's sake, you make it sound like some kind of prisoner of war movie or something. Stop looking at me like that. You're as much to blame as anyone.
Exactly. Which is why I have to find them.
Where are you going now?
Look, they're not on the grounds. I've checked. Now, look, either Vicky is hiding somewhere here in the clinic or somehow they've escaped. Either way, I've got to find them. You know, for Vicky to run away with Stephen like this, she's got to be desperate.
Hello. Yes, Grant. Yes, of course, I'll be here.
Can you ring that for me?
Ja. Ja, Frau. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
No. I need a ticket.
I understand. My English is not good, but it is good. Where do you want to go?
I'd like to go to Paris and then back to the United States.
You're leaving us.
Well, yes, I am. It's a beautiful country, but I just need to go home. Do you take American dollars?
Yeah, of course. Paris is a long way.
I don't care. How much is it going to be?
Well, in dollars, let me see. For you and the little boy, $105.
$105. You know, he's only.
No, for him, I already give you one-half the price.
I see.
Your face. You look like somebody. Wait, I will remember.
Use this phone.
Oh, no, you don't. This one doesn't work.
What are you talking about? You just used it.
I know. Well, Victoria could receive calls. She just couldn't.
Call me. Well, I'm sure Spencer would be proud.
Oh, stop gloating. Just go out and find her.
I need to find an outside line. I've got to find out if Vicky left me any messages.
There's a phone in Dr. Bernheimer's office.
Listen, you be careful. Grant has an ugly temper.
Donna, please forgive my outburst. It's been a nightmare losing Victoria for a third time. That's no excuse for frightening you.
Oh, well, I wasn't frightened.
It won't happen again. Meanwhile, we have some distressing news.
Victoria?
No, I haven't heard a thing. Stephanie called. Ryan commandeered my jet. Flew to Switzerland. No doubt he's headed here right now.
If you had a traveler's check or a bank card.
I don't, I'm sorry. Wait. Here. Take my ring. It should get us all the way to Paris.
Oh, I couldn't possibly accept this. It's far too valuable.
Well, not to me, it isn't.
You must have a very strong reason to get home.
I do. Please, just take the ring.
Ah.
Oh. Please, I'm begging you, don't tell anyone that you saw us. Don't call the police, and if you have to call the police, just let me get a head start, all right? It's just that I have to get back home. And if my husband finds me, please. My happiness and my son's happiness. It all depends on you. Sweetheart, I want you to stand very still like a little tree, okay? No. Like a little Christmas tree, okay?
Where's my present?
Well, you're a very quiet Christmas tree, right? Because you don't want to wake up all the children and have them come downstairs and see all the presents beneath you. The big dinosaur and the dump truck. Hey! That was so good. Mommy's going to buy you a present when we get home, okay? Thank you so much.
I was afraid he would see the flyer.
I know.
Luckily, he is a dumb cop. I booked you to Paris.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
He is the same age as my grandson.
Can I use your telephone? I need to call a friend.
Yeah, you may use the phone. Young man, would you care to see a real caboose? I have a train set in my office for my grandson.
Oh, that sounds great. Is that good with you? Yeah? Oh, well, my goodness. Looks like you have a new friend.
Oh. and if you're very careful, I will let you ring the whistle.
Thank you. Come on, Ryan, please. Please be there.
This is Ryan Harrison. Please leave a message at the sound of the beep.
Ryan, hi. It's me, Vicky. Listen, I've left Grant, and I'm running away. So if he calls, please don't, tell him anything. I'm in Regensburg, in Switzerland. It's a little town near Bern. Look, I have Stephen with me, and we're about to get on a train to Paris, and from there, we're coming home.
Oh, come on, Grant. Just accept it. She left you. My only real concern is she just doesn't have nearly enough money. And she's obviously furious at me for siding with you. But, I mean, Ryan is... He certainly doesn't pose any danger.
Well, I didn't want to upset you.
Well, now you have. So why don't you just spit it out?
Ian Rain jumped bail. Which is probably why Ryan took my jet.
What do you mean he jumped bail? What, has he left the country? Where is he?
I don't know. Now you can see why I'm so concerned. Victoria was shot during an altercation between Ryan and Ian Rain.
And you think he's headed here?
I'm going to phone the FBI and see if they have any information. Doctor, I might have a word with you.
What is it now, Senator?
First of all, I expect a good deal more discretion on your part. You unnecessarily upset Mrs. Hudson when you mentioned my concern that Victoria and Stephen might have been kidnapped.
Well, since they obviously left on their own accord...
Well, that might very well be true, but unfortunately the man who abducted my wife on 2 separate occasions has jumped bail.
Good heavens.
This is a ruthless man, Doctor. He may pose as a friend or a relative. He might produce false identification. I want you to notify me immediately if anybody questions you about my wife.
Yeah, 7:15 tomorrow night. Yes, I look forward to it. Thank you.
Hi.
Well, now I know why Franco keeps so many notes.
When is he coming back?
Not soon enough. But it's okay. I can handle it. I can. We're just taking it one reservation at a time. That's all. God, listen to me.
You sound great, Mom.
Sound like I'm programmed. That's what I sound like. I'm doing 90 AA meetings in 90 days. Well, that's what they recommend, and Judy the Terrible insists on it.
What is this, some kind of penance or something?
No, it saturates you into the program so you make it a top priority.
Well, it sounds very demanding.
Not nearly as demanding as my bottle. Sorry. Anyway, I'm okay about it. I haven't missed one day, not one. Yeah. Well, except today, but that can't be helped. In fact, you know, I even attended bar last night again.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that's something you should be doing right now?
Well, I'm afraid I don't have any choice. I mean, the bartender's not here and Franco's gone, but you know something? I didn't even feel like I wanted a drink. Really?
And just where are those thirsty, sober people supposed to get their coffee with you here and them halfway across town?
Hello, Judy. You remember my daughter, Jenna, don't you?
This is not a social call. It's a wake-up call. Now, you signed up for service. I would think owning a restaurant, you'd understand the concept.
I do understand it. But I don't have a maitre d' or a bartender.
I told you day one, whatever you put in front of sobriety, you will lose. That is not a threat. That is a promise.
My mother has priorities, Judy.
Your mama has a responsibility to herself. And I think she understands what I'm saying. And I suspect you do too. Now, those people are counting on their coffee. You've got 20 minutes before the break. So I suggest you move your butt and make your meeting.
She's right. I did promise coffee. Honey, listen, could I ask you to just stay here and run things through until I get back? I won't be long.
Don't worry.
And I am sorry the way she talked to you. I mean, she's just so impossible.
I could not deal with her on a day-to-day
Well,
basis.
tell Victor that, will you? Because he thinks we're a match made in heaven. Thank you, sweetie.
Okay.
Slow motion will get you there faster.
You know what, Victor? If I lose my business, I'm going to blame you.
Can I speak to you for a minute on the balcony, please?
Uh-oh.
Just give him a push off the side, would you?
Now, what's going on?
Look, I know that you really care about my mom and everything. But,
Yeah, she's a terrific lady.
well, that's exactly why I have no idea why you put her with this person, Judy. I mean, she's completely abrasive. You know that? In fact, I take it back. You know what? She's rude, and she's pushy, and she has absolutely no idea how to relate to my mother and her situation. Now, I don't know, maybe she's good at this thing called the program, or whatever it is that you call it, but there's more to a sponsorship relationship than expertise. You know, there's compatibility. My mom has to confide in her, right? She has to confide in Judy. Now, she runs a restaurant that she owns. She's coming out with her latest novel right now. She's going to do book interviews and tours. How is Judy ever going to be able to relate to that? How? Oh, sure, Felicia, yeah, I understand. It's just like the lunch rush. You gotta find someone for my mom that's more like her.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's imaginative and just cultured and educated.
And white.
I didn't say that.
No, you didn't have to.
Look, that's not what I mean, okay? Now, if you had heard Judy light into my mom the way she did earlier, you would understand.
Oh, now how could I? I'm not white.
You're really paranoid today, you know that? I think I'll forget I ever brought it up.
Hey, have you had your say? Good. Now it's my turn. Your mother is an alcoholic.
I know that.
Oh, but you think deep down inside, as long as she keeps her stress in check and doesn't take that first drink, she'll be okay.
She will be okay.
Wrong. She will die of her disease if she doesn't spend some time with alcoholics. She needs a sponsor. She needs alcoholics, recovering alcoholics in her life.
Tell me, is Judy the only alcoholic in the world? Victor, can anyone else sponsor my mother?
Oh, but you think Judy is the wrong person because? Why?
I told you, because they don't get along. Just tonight, Judy came barging in here and she demanded that my mother go and make coffee for all the alcoholics. I mean, it doesn't solve anything. It just makes my mother frustrated.
No, Judy was doing what she had to do to keep your mother straight.
Well, there are other ways of doing things. Look, if you want my mother to have a successful recovery, you've got to bring someone to her that she can trust. Someone that she'd have as a friend, like Rachel or Cass or someone.
How dare you? Because Judy isn't white or rich or high-toned, do you think she has nothing to offer Felicia?
I never meant that.
No? Then you tell me, how do you come to your conclusion? Huh? How do you know Judy and Felicia can't relate? What do you know about Judy other than she's black?
I know that she works in a hospital cafeteria.
Oh, right. The lunch rush.
I'm not saying that there's something wrong with her job. I'm just saying that I don't think she's capable of relating to the pressure that my mother's under.
Oh, pressure, huh? Well, you try and raise your kids and clothe and feed them and house them for $300 a week, then you come and talk to me about pressure.
I realize that Judy is a friend of yours. And I know that you put her with my mother because you want it to work. But it doesn't work. And by making me feel guilty because you think that I'm not objecting to Judy because of her color. I'm not a prejudiced person.
Wrong. You are not only prejudiced. You are the worst kind of bigot there is, the real subtle kind. I mean, you even fool yourself. You talk about class, and you talk about background, and you talk about compatibility. But what you really mean is that if you're not like me, don't come around here, watch out, because we know you can't cut it.
That's not true.
No? Then you tell me, what have you got against Judy, huh? Huh? Grow up. You're not in the convent anymore. There are real people all over here who are worth something, who are just as good as you.
I know that!
No, you don't. Because if you did, you would have given Judy 5 minutes before you threw her off because she doesn't look like you and act like you.
Hey, Alicia.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Buying coffee for my AA meeting. What's going on across the street? You know, that Victor has saddled me with the worst possible sponsor. And I'm supposed to be able to pick one out for myself, you know.
Well, I thought you asked him to pick one out for you.
Well, so what does that mean? That I have to stay with her? I mean, why? Because she's got Victor's seal of approval? You know, I went over to that meeting. I asked every one of those women if they'd like to sponsor me. You know what they said? No, Judy's your sponsor. She's so wonderful. You're so lucky. She has such a strong program.
No, maybe you should sit down for a minute, Felicia.
No, honey, I can't. Believe me. The program police will report me for fraternizing with you. I'm supposed to be making coffee. You know what that woman did to me? She marched right into my restaurant tonight, right during the dinner rush. And Franco's not there. The bartender didn't show up tonight. That so-called spiritual mentor, my program paragon. You know what she did? She insisted that I drop everything. You believe that? Drop everything so I can come over here and make coffee for all these people.
So you're buying the coffee for them and you know...
What did you think I was going to do? Clean out a 10-gallon coffee pot and make coffee in it?
Oh, I'm sure this will be fine.
No. Oh, no. You don't know my sponsor, Frankie. Judy the Terrible. If she finds out that I bought this coffee, you know what she's probably going to make me do? Grow my own coffee beans on my terrace and then grind them with my teeth. This is not funny, Frankie.
So Spader decided that we couldn't wear sneakers.
You gonna finish the pie?
Oh, no, you can have it. So I know you'd go through the roof, right, if you had to give up your tennies. So I wrote this report about traction and electrical conductivity.
Yeah.
Hey, finished?
No.
Oh, that's okay. I don't want any more.
No,
You are not going to believe what was in that pie, John.
Well, I might.
A diamond ring.
Yeah?
I mean, Brett ordered a piece of pie. Obviously, Matt paid the waitress off.
Matt?
He was proposing.
Matt was proposing to Brett?
Yeah, I mean, they don't even know each other that well. They've only been going out, what, a couple of months?
You think that that's too soon?
Way too soon. Are you kidding me? If it was me, I would have run for the hills. Of course, that's not what I told Brett. I told her she should tell him how she feels, be honest, you know. Ooh, that's me. It's Spader. You can thank me later for saving your sneakers. Mwah.
Thank you later for saving my sneakers.
Hi, John. I can't talk right now.
When's the date?
So much for ESP.
You want that badly, huh?
You wouldn't believe it.
I don't know if I'm going to use the interview because I haven't seen it yet.
I want the release form back, Matt.
If we don't use the interview, you will get the form back. If we use the interview, you will not get the form back, okay?
You have no right to use anything once I have deliberately said that it's over, it's done.
Goodbye. You want something?
We have to talk.
Oh. Now you want to talk.
Look, I'm really sorry about what happened earlier. I mean, I was just a little confused. I mean, it's not every day that...
Why don't we just cut to the chase, all right?
Why did you give me an engagement ring?
Excuse me?
The diamond ring and the piece of pie.
You found that in a piece of pie.
You know, I thought she was a little strange about the pie. I thought maybe she was supposed to put it in a piece of cake or something. The waitress.
You lost me.
Look, if you think you can do this denial thing like after the on-air apology...
What denial?
You know, I
Wait a
came
minute.
over here to tell you that we should be honest with each other about our feelings. Then I overheard you on the phone saying that you didn't want to lose me. Then I get the ring and the piece of pie. And then you showed up over at the Daily Grind.
What are you talking about? I didn't buy the ring. It's not from me, all right?
Oh. Okay. No big deal. See ya.
Brett!
But if she ran away, then you know that letter is bogus.
Yeah, well, it looks that way. Listen, Frankie, I really don't have time for this. If you could, check the station, check my office, check the machine at home, see if she left any messages, okay?
Okay, and if not, I'll call Marley and Bridget, all right? Is there a number where I can reach you?
No, I'll have to call you back. Thanks, Frank.
Excuse me, but it's not the custom for a stranger to make himself at home in my office.
I'm terribly sorry. I was told that I could find you here. I'm Ryan Harrison.
Should I know you, Mr. Harrison?
I'm Grant Harrison's brother. I believe that you're his wife's doctor.
You understand I can't confirm the identity of any patient.
Actually, I'm here on an official business. I understand that Mrs. Harrison is missing. I was hoping you could answer a few questions.
Such as?
Well, do you or your security staff have any information as to her whereabouts?
Oh, so you're looking for her?
Yes, I am.
Well, why don't we start by speaking with your brother? Helga, could you send Senator Harrison in, please?
I'm with you, you take me away to another world.
So my brother's here.
Yes, of course.
I thought he'd still be with the search party. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with my brother in private.
Uh-huh. Helga, get me security.
Why didn't you tell me that Ian Rain jumped bail?
Because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The man has kidnapped Vicky twice.
He's not after Vicky. He is on his way to Central America. I'm telling you, Ian Rain doesn't want a part of this.
Over 6 foot in height, and he's very handsome. And he'll have papers identifying himself as Senator Harrison's brother, Ryan Harrison. Arrest him at once.
9 o'clock is the first train to Paris?
Well, this is a very small village. There's only one train a day, the overnight train, so you can wake up in Paris.
Well, I guess you've never had a chance to sleep on a train before, have you? So that'll be quite an adventure.
I booked you a sleeping compartment. You will be very comfortable.
Oh, thank you very much. I just hope no one sees us before the train arrives. I suppose these things are hanging all over town. I think we're going to have to stay here until the train comes.
Are you hungry?
Ooh.
Yeah, good, because my mother fixed me 2 sandwiches for my supper. Here, I hope you like pumpernickel and sausage.
That is German for hot dog. Thank you very much.
Hot dog?
Oh.
Is this really a game?
No, sweetheart. It's not really a game.
Are we scared of Grant?
No. Grant loves you very much. It's me, okay? It's me. I want to go home, back to our house again, and I want to see Bridget.
And see Ryan?
Yeah. And most of all, see Ryan. I know that this is all very scary, all these new things we're doing. But Mommy loves you so much. Mommy's gonna take care of you, okay? Oh.
And it was just as you said. He pretended to be your brother. He even had police identification papers. I'm only sorry we couldn't catch him.
May I use your phone?
Oh, yes, of course. I have to go see other patients, but if you need me, Helga will find me.
Thank you.
Mrs. Hudson?
So Ryan was here. And you told Dr. Bernheimer what? That he's some sort of an imposter, that he's very dangerous, what?
Donna, she jumped to conclusions. I was concerned that Ian Rain might try to pose as a friend of our family, and she obviously mistook it for something.
I don't think so. I think that you tried to have her arrest Ryan.
I don't give a damn about Ryan. All I care about is Victoria's safety. No. I was about to call Ryan's office, speak with Captain Cooper, find out whether Victoria had left any messages or not.
Oh. You mean you were about to pull rank and have Captain Cooper rifle Ryan's
I don't seem
messages?
to be getting through here. I'm trying to find my wife, your daughter.
Well, my daughter doesn't seem to want to be found. And she is in no danger. And Ian Rain happens to be off in Central America or someplace. And Ryan doesn't have any idea.
So? You've seen him, Where? Answer me, where is he?
Would you just take your hands off me?
She will not see him. Do you understand me? I will not allow her to see him.
Grant, will you please just calm down? Ryan is not a threat.
Ryan is trying to destroy my marriage!
What marriage? You're obviously destroying it all by yourself with this manipulative, paranoid behavior.
Paranoid? He loves her. He's admitted as much to my face. He gets his hands on her. He'll do everything he can to poison her mind against me. Now, you'd best understand this, Donna. I won't lose her. I will not let her go.
Matt's right to take me ended the minute I said the interview was over. I mean, otherwise, you sign a release form and then the rest of your life you have little men jumping out of bushes with a video cam taping your every move?
You think you're that interesting, huh?
No, I don't. I don't think my life could fill 20 minutes, which is what I told him to begin with, which is the whole reason why he created this melodrama.
Look, you can't blame Matthew for your little melodrama.
Oh, like it's my fault? Jenna was the one who was asking all those questions.
Yeah, well, she's a piece of work, your sister.
What were you guys talking about? You were like getting at each other out there. And what'd you say to her? She looks like she lost her favorite hairbrush.
Can I talk to you, please?
Sure. I'll be right back.
Dead or alive?
What's going on?
You're right. I don't know anything about Judy. I've been pacing back and forth trying to figure out if maybe I've been unfair because I didn't like Judy from the very beginning, and I don't know why. So, does that mean that I'm prejudiced?
Look, it's not for me to judge you. I was angry.
I'm asking you to.
Well, only you can make that call.
You see, I don't understand people who are so, I mean, she doesn't care what anybody thinks. She just says whatever she wants, and she doesn't care if there's an argument, and I'm not used to that. You know, where I come from, the convent, things are very quiet. Half the nuns are sworn to silence, and everyone else whispers. And no one ever argues or shouts, and everyone just obeys the rules, period. And after my mother died, and I came to live with Felicia, everyone was very educated and polite. and cultured, and until my mother started to drink, I never met anybody like you. Or Judy. So if making assumptions about people means that you're prejudiced, then You see, I was taught to have perfect speech. When I hear someone say, I asked you instead of I asked you, it's like fingernails on a blackboard. I can't stand it. Anyone who talks like that. Some of Dean's musician friends are like that, and I look at them and I think, well, they're successful and talented, but they're less bright. And when I see blue-collar workers or people who never went to college, I think, well, they're perfectly fine, but limited. Ex-cons and drug addicts or alcoholics, in my mind, were weak. People who had no willpower. You're right. I am a bigot. No wonder I had so much trouble with my mother. You know, I never wanted to accept that she was an alcoholic. I still don't. In fact, I just keep waiting for her to, wake up and stop. Just stop wanting that drink. It must be very, very hard to have an addiction and feel like the whole world thinks it's your fault. Victor, I am really sorry because I really like you and I never meant to judge you. Or Judy. And it will never, ever, ever happen again.
I said I didn't want to lose you. I meant professionally.
I believe you.
I mean, that bid was a little more than I had anticipated, and I didn't want you to walk in case we had to modify the reconstruction.
Okay, well, I won't walk. Now, can I go?
No.
Matt.
Stay.
Matt, okay? I am totally humiliated. I mean, to assume that you went out and bought me a ring?
Well, obviously, someone planted the ring in the pie, and naturally, you would assume that it was from me. Unless you're seeing someone else I don't know about.
Look, you know I'm not.
I don't know anything. All I know is that you want me to be honest. I want you to be honest.
I am honest.
Yeah? Okay, the other night when you were here, parading around in your little costume.
I was not parading.
No?
No, and I thought you liked that little outfit.
I did, but you were playing games.
I was playing games after you denied apologizing to me on air.
Okay, we're both good at playing games, but we both want them to end, right?
Right.
Good. So, why don't you just tell me what you want?
Okay. I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't been happy. That is, I'm nervous. It hasn't been long since Ryan and I called it quits, and not that we really ever amounted to anything, but I mean, I'm gun shy, and I keep making these stupid mistakes with you.
And it doesn't matter that I've been doing the same thing?
Oh, Matt, things used to be so easy. You know, before we started this whole dating thing, you know? We were friends. I could talk to you. I mean, I liked seeing you. I mean, now I just get nervous.
What do you want, Brett?
I want my friend back. I really like you, Matt. And I'd like more. But right now, things they don't seem to be working.
All right. I understand.
I mean, maybe if we get the friendship back, it'll grow. All I know right now is...
I get it. It's okay.
Brett, I've been looking for you. How'd it go? Okay. The ring wasn't from Matt. I mean, I was totally humiliated.
Wait a second, then who was it from?
I have no idea. Obviously, it wasn't meant for me.
Oh, my God.
What's wrong?
No wonder John kept asking me about the pie.
What?
John, he must have put the ring in the pie.
Oh, God. Okay, who reported me? No, let me guess. Was it Sarah? Was that her? I know. It was Evelyn, that witch Evelyn. So what? I mean, everybody got their coffee. Nobody complained.
How you do your service is up to you.
Good. Then we have no problem, do we?
Is that what you think is going on here? As long as you jump through my hoops, you get an A?
Well, it does feel like that to me, yes.
And that's why you want a new sponsor?
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I really didn't.
My feelings are fine. You, however, are not. If you have a problem with me, you talk to me.
Oh, so now I'm not allowed to go and talk to anybody else? Is that it?
This going around the corner to get the word back, that's the disease. Honesty, remember? Honesty. Now, as far as your coffee goes, you think about this. There are people in that room who bring their coffee to work in a thermos because that's all they can afford. Now, how do you think they feel when Miss Thing comes waltzing in with takeout espresso for 40?
Everybody got a cup of coffee.
And what did you get? You're supposed to get a full heart, not an empty wallet.
Jenna, please explain to this woman that it's not easy to run a restaurant without a maitre d' or a bartender.
I'm sorry, but I'd rather stay out of it. I learned my lesson.
Hey, is that for me?
Are you expecting a call?
Yeah, I told Ryan to try to reach me here. It's so frustrating. I can't reach him. I can't reach Vicky. It's...
Oh, well, they'll find each other. It's just a matter of time.
Could say the same thing about you and Kelsey.
Listen, you have to promise to disavow any knowledge of this misadventure, because once Brett finds out that this ring was not meant for her, then Kelsey's going to figure out that this idea was mine.
And she'll probably love it.
Save your optimism for Ryan and Vicky. At least they can use it.
It's supposed to be here by now. Oh, sweetheart, it's okay. It's okay. You lie down. Just go back to sleep. There you go. So much for Swiss cloud.